Hey, Lily, that project idea you came up with was approved at the meeting. Everyone was praising me for it. Well, I guess that's what having a competent employee is all about, right?
What? Megan, you specifically told me you weren't going to use my project proposal. Besides, I had put that proposal away in my desk drawer after you rejected it without even looking at it.
I got curious and went through your desk to check it out. Turns out it was actually a good idea, so I presented it as my own. Now my reputation at work is through the roof. The executive team was particularly impressed with the financial projections you included.
What? Not only is going through someone's desk completely inappropriate, but stealing my project is absolutely unprofessional. I spent weeks developing those projections and refining that proposal.
What are you talking about? Employees exist to make their supervisors look good. My mistakes are yours to fix. Your achievements are mine to claim. That's how the corporate ladder works, Lily. How do you think I got to be the supervisor in the first place?
That's not corporate culture. That's theft and workplace harassment. I've been documenting everything, you know.
Oh, and don't bother complaining to the department head. He's on my side. He approved my performance bonus yesterday after I had lunch with him. It doesn't matter what you documented.
Are you seriously bragging about manipulating the department head?
I was born beautiful, so people naturally respect me. Must be rough having a face like yours, though. Life isn't fair, is it?
Listen, Megan, I know you hate me, but please keep it out of the workplace. We both know you had no experience in this division before transferring here. I even offered to help you understand our workflows.
Well, you need to pay your dues. What I need is for you to keep making me look good.
Pay my dues? For what exactly?
You're trying to steal my precious baby brother away from me. You're even planning the wedding now. Just so you know, I don't approve of this at all.
That's not really your call to make. Your parents were thrilled when Tyler introduced me to them. Your mother even helped us pick out the venue.
That's exactly what pisses me off. My mom has been calling me every day about how wonderful Lily is and how happy Tyler seems. Tyler is mine, and if you want me to even consider approving of you, you need to make me look good at work. Otherwise, don't expect me to show up at your wedding.
Is that supposed to be a threat or a promise?
Tyler would be devastated if his sister didn't attend, and we wouldn't want that, would we?
I think you vastly overestimate your importance in Tyler's life.
We'll see about that. Now get back to work.
Hey, Lily, I'm getting off work early today. I'll make dinner tonight. I was thinking of trying that new pasta recipe we saw on the cooking show last week.
I'm craving some serious meat tonight. The thought of your cooking is the only thing getting me through this overtime. Maybe that steak we have in the freezer? With those roasted potatoes you make? I need comfort food after today.
Is it Megan again? I thought things might have settled down after you spoke with HR last week. Did something else happen?
She stole my project proposal, and apparently all the higher-ups love it. She actually went through my desk to get it after rejecting it initially.
Are you serious? I'm so sorry. That's blatant workplace theft. Can you report her?
It's not your fault. Don't apologize. And no, reporting her won't help. She's got the department head wrapped around her finger. She basically admitted to manipulating him today.
She's really becoming a problem. It seems suspicious that she transferred to your company in the first place, though it would be weird to think she specifically targeted your department too. Did she know you worked there before she applied?
Honestly, I'm starting to believe she might have. Remember how interested she suddenly became in my career when we got engaged? All those questions about where I worked, what department, who my supervisor was?
I can't believe she'd go that far. She's always been overly attached, but this is a whole new level.
I swear, she's actually in love with you. Like, romantically. That would be too weird, even for her.
I wish it were just a joke. She's been inappropriate at times. When we were teenagers, she'd find excuses to come into my room late at night. I've tried talking to her about boundaries many times, but she never listens. I'm really sorry you have to deal with this. Your feelings should be my top priority right now. We should be focusing on our future together, not dealing with my sister's issues.
It's okay, really. Weddings are also about thanking the people close to us, and I want to respect your parents' feelings. Did you tell your parents about the work situation? Maybe they could talk some sense into her.
I mentioned some of it to Mom, but I didn't go into detail. She just sighed and said Megan has always had attachment issues.
Let's just try to get through this as smoothly as possible. The wedding is only 3 weeks away, and I've been documenting everything at work. If it gets worse, I'll talk to the company president directly. Professor Kim has been asking how I'm doing. She might be able to help.
You're handling this better than I would. I love you so much for that.
I love you too. See you soon.
The wedding today was absolutely fabulous. Sorry I had to duck out halfway through, but the cake was amazing. But honestly, you should be thanking me for even showing up to your ugly face's wedding with my brother.
Are you satisfied now? You pushed aside the person who was supposed to give the speech, jumped up there yourself, and started spewing nonsense until everyone had to stop you. You completely ruined the atmosphere and then just left. Your behavior was beyond inappropriate. Do you have any idea how humiliating that was?
Did you see the look on Tyler's face? Priceless! Told everyone the truth, that you're incompetent at work, ugly as sin, and have a terrible personality. Did you hear me when I said, ladies and gentlemen, I can't support this marriage between my brother and this manipulative, talentless woman? That was the highlight of my speech before they cut the mic.
You're delusional. Everyone was mortified by your behavior.
Maybe now Tyler will finally wake up and see you for who you really are. You're not good enough for Tyler. He deserves someone who actually understands him.
And you think that's you? His stepsister? This was supposed to be the happiest day of our lives.
This was all for my brother's sake. I'm looking out for his best interest, which clearly he can't see for himself.
How exactly was that humiliating display in his best interest?
Everything I do is for my beloved Tyler's happiness. He'll thank me someday when he realizes what a mistake he almost made. You should see how he looks at me when you're not around. If you know what's good for you, you'll disappear from his life. This little marriage won't last 6 months. Trust me.
You're completely delusional. Tyler is furious with you right now. He's been trying to call you, but keep telling yourself whatever you need to sleep at night.
Well, I completely understand how you feel now, Megan. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have a sister anymore. We're strangers now. I've never been more disappointed in another human being.
What? Who is this? This is Lily, isn't it?
You can't tell? It's Tyler, your beloved brother, whose wedding you just ruined.
Wait, I've been texting Tyler this whole time? What did Lily give you her phone? I thought I was texting her. Delete this conversation right now. It's private.
That's right. You completely ruined the most important day of my life, and I feel like crap. But Lily is the one who's really hurt by all this. Every word you said has shown me exactly who you are. How exactly do you plan to take responsibility for what you've done? Or are you going to try to brush this off like you do with everything else?
I was only trying to protect you. You don't know what she's really like. She drags me down at work, then tries to take credit for everything I do to help her. She undermines me in front of the team constantly. She's just using you to climb the social ladder, Tyler. Once you're married, you'll see her true colors. She'll definitely make you do all the work and housework while she lives the easy life. Remember how your last girlfriend treated you? Lily is 10 times worse.
That's just your own twisted imagination. I'll happily work and do housework for Lily because I truly love her. We're partners, Megan. We support each other. Thinking that sabotaging our relationship is somehow helping me is completely delusional. I've watched how you've been treating Lily at work. She tells me everything, you know. I don't want to consider someone like you family anymore. So from now on, we're strangers. I don't know who you are anymore.
That's so unfair. Don't you know how much I love you? Everything I've ever done has been for you. I've always been there for you. Always supported you. You can't just throw away 15 years of our relationship.
Love doesn't justify doing whatever you want. You've crossed so many lines, I've lost count. You're just doing what you want because you don't like my choices. If you really cared about my happiness, you'd stay away from me from now on. That's all I have to say. If you mess with her again, I'll never forgive you. I'll personally speak to the company president about what you've been doing.
Tyler, please stop being so cold. We can fix this. Let me make it up to you. I'll apologize to everyone at the reception tomorrow. I'll tell them I was just nervous and drank too much. You've changed so much since that woman showed up. This isn't like you. You used to be so kind and understanding. You'd never spoke to me this way before.
I was afraid of hurting your feelings. But I see now that was a mistake.
You deserve someone more beautiful, smarter, and more amazing. Someone who truly understands you.
That's not for you to decide. Mom and Dad welcomed Lily with open arms. At the wedding today, after you left, the atmosphere was terrible. Mom and Dad spent the whole time apologizing to the guests and to us. They were humiliated by your behavior. I wanted them to be smiling. I invited them to express my gratitude. Do you know why we chose today for our wedding? Or were you too self-absorbed to even notice the date?
What was the reason again? Is it because the venue was cheaper on Sundays?
Today marks 15 years since Dad and Mom got remarried. When I talked to Lily about it, she immediately suggested we do it today. She wanted to honor the day that brought our families together. When Dad first mentioned the significance of the date, Lily was the one who suggested making it our wedding day too. Thanks to Dad, Mom and I were able to have a stable life. He put me through college. I'm truly grateful to him. You stomped all over those feelings today. I hope you realize that. Mom was in tears, and not the happy kind.
I didn't mean to. I didn't realize that was the reason.
We discussed it at the dinner 2 months ago when we announced the wedding date. You were there, but you were too busy glaring at Lily to pay attention. Let me say it again. I don't have a sister anymore. We're not blood related anyway. I'm grateful that you accepted me into your home 15 years ago. Mom seems really happy with your dad, but I have the right to choose my own life.
I'm sorry, Tyler. Can we talk about this in person? I want to clear up any misunderstandings. I've been under a lot of stress at work lately. I shouldn't have drunk so much today.
Sorry, but right now, I need to be with Lily. I need to try to salvage what's left of our wedding day. We'll talk when I'm ready, not before.
Tyler, please listen to me. Family should come first. We've always been closest to each other.
Lily is more important to me. She's my family now. Goodbye.
Why isn't Tyler responding to my messages? I've sent him like 20 texts and called him 8 times. You're making him ignore me, aren't you? I demand to speak with my brother right now.
Oh, so you finally sobered up? Or are you still drinking at home? Because these messages suggest you haven't learned anything.
Well, Dad and Mom are just telling me to come home. They're acting like I committed some horrible crime. It was just a speech. People give bad speeches at weddings all the time. I'm not coming back until Tyler responds to me. Is he with you? Has he been reading my messages?
I'm not telling you, and honestly, you should just stay away if that's what you want. Tyler told you he doesn't want you involved in his life anymore, right? Maybe you should finally act like a sister and respect his wishes. Give him space to process what happened today. We're trying to have what's left of our wedding night, if you must know.
Don't act like you get to decide when our relationship ends. You've only known him for what? A year? I've been a sister for 15 years. I did all this for Tyler. He just doesn't understand me at all, and he won't even talk to me. I bet you've been poisoning him against me this whole time. Ever since you started dating him, he's been distant with me.
Poisoning him? About what exactly? You stealing my project ideas? Dumping work on me? Bad-mouthing me to other employees behind my back? Or maybe the way you throw yourself at him every time you see him. As for what happened at the wedding, I'm not planning to forgive you. You made your parents sad, disappointed all the guests who were looking forward to the celebration, and I'm sure your coworkers who attended were pretty shocked, too. Actions have consequences, Megan.
Co-workers were there? Which ones?
You were so focused on causing a scene that you didn't notice? The company president was there, too, along with 3 vice presidents and the head of HR. Remember when I mentioned my college professor was coming?
The president? Why would the president attend a regular employee's wedding? You're making that up to scare me. There's no way someone that important would come to your wedding.
The president's daughter was my college professor. She's the one who recommended me for the job at the company. We've stayed close over the years. They were sitting 3 tables away from you during your performance. He looked absolutely horrified during your speech.
Wait a minute. You're not going to report me for taking your project, are you? That would be so petty after everything that's happened today. It was just business. This is personal.
Well, you did announce during your speech that I'm incompetent at work, didn't you? You made it personal when you brought my professional capabilities into your drunken rant. I should probably explain why I haven't been able to produce results. And yes, I'll be reporting the project theft and all your other harassment. If necessary, I'll show them our text messages exchanges as evidence. It's all documented, including your admission that you went through my desk.
That's an invasion of privacy. You can't do that. Those messages were private. You'd be breaking company policy by sharing private conversations.
That's rich, coming from someone who ruined our wedding. And FYI, documenting workplace harassment is not against company policy. In fact, it's encouraged. I don't know how you managed to get into my department, Megan, but I understand why you've been so determined to attack me. You can't stand the fact that Tyler is marrying someone other than you, can you? Tyler thinks you're just an obsessive sister. But from my perspective, this is clearly romantic jealousy.
You're right. I've been in love with Tyler for 15 whole years, since the day he and his mother moved into our house. I knew immediately he was the one for me. We're not blood related, so there are plenty of ways we could be together. It happens all the time in movies and books. But Tyler never notices my feelings. I've been dropping hints for years, but he's so dense. Do you know how painful that is?
Hints? You mean like sneaking into his room at night? Or accidentally walking in on him in the bathroom? Tyler has told me everything, Megan.
From the first time we met, I decided I was going to marry Tyler someday. I planned it all out in my diary. He was supposed to realize we were meant to be together.
Wasn't Tyler in middle school back then? And you were what, 15? That's disturbing on so many levels.
So what? It was love at first sight, so I couldn't help it. Age doesn't matter when it comes to true love. Having the person you love living under the same roof, it was heaven. I could enter his room whenever I wanted because I was his sister. I'd intentionally have nightmares just so I could ask to sleep in his room. We were meant to be together. Can't you see that?
Aren't you embarrassed saying all this? You sound like you need serious therapy. Tyler wasn't letting you do those things because he wanted to. He was uncomfortable but trying to be nice. He was trying to be a good brother despite your inappropriate behavior.
My Why should I be? It's the truth. You're just jealous because you'll never have the connection we have. But Dad and Mom never understood. They only saw us as family. They'd get angry when they found me in Tyler's room at night. I decided to wait until Tyler realized my feelings. I watched him date other girls, knowing they weren't right for him. All those other relationships failed because, deep down, he knew they weren't me.
And that led to this disaster? Sabotaging my career? Ruining our wedding? All because of your unhealthy obsession?
Exactly. The idea of an ugly girl like you beside Tyler is just unbearable. When I saw you two together for the first time, I knew I had to do something. He started avoiding family dinners. He'd make excuses not to come home for the holidays. My parents' 15th anniversary remarrying is also proof that my feelings for Tyler have lasted 15 years. So this should have been when my love story finally succeeded. Instead, you swooped in and stole him from me.
You should have given up a long time ago when you realized he wasn't interested. Do you know why Tyler moved out so quickly? Do you understand why he avoids coming home? He didn't want to cause problems between your parents, but more than that, he was trying to escape from you.
Why? Mom and Dad are always saying how lucky we are to have found each other. What was he so worried about? I made his life better. I was always there for him.
He was deeply uncomfortable with your excessive attention. You keep saying you did all these things using your sister privileges, but didn't Tyler ever object? Didn't he ever ask you to stop? To give him space? To respect his boundaries?
He said no with his words, but if he really hated it, he would have done more to stop me. He was just playing hard to get. That's what boys do when they like someone. They pretend not to be interested even when they are.
That's not how it works. You're absolutely awful. I never realized people like you actually existed regardless of gender. You need professional help, Megan. I've already spoken with the president about transferring departments. The president is planning to transfer you instead, but I'm gathering evidence for a formal meeting at the company, so be prepared. You might want to start looking for another job.
Hold on! Why are you making decisions without even hearing my side? I'm the victim here. I'm the one who's lost Tyler. This is so unfair!
Did you stop your inappropriate wedding speech when I asked you to? Did you listen when Tyler repeatedly told you to respect his boundaries? Your actions are coming back to haunt you, both with Tyler and with everyone else. I'll see you at work. If you still have a job, that is.
Tyler, please answer me. Lily is being horrible. I admit I messed up the atmosphere at the wedding, and I'm sorry about that. I had too much to drink and said some things I shouldn't have. It was just a stupid speech. Why is everyone making such a big deal about it? But she's determined to make me the villain and totally destroy me. She's trying to get me fired. Hello? Are you there? I can see you're reading these messages.
I heard everything from Lily, and you're truly disgusting. So you're dating the department head too. Isn't he married? Did you actually track down Lily's company and get close to a married executive to get what you wanted? How far were you willing to go to sabotage my happiness?
It's not like that. You've got it all wrong. I just happened to meet someone who worked at Lily's company while I was doing some side work. He mentioned they had an opening, and I applied. And the department head and I aren't dating exactly.
Oh, right. You were working at that hostess club. Dad mentioned it to Mom. He was worried about you. I heard from someone that you had a few regular clients there. He must have been pretty desperate to risk his marriage for you. Your luck with these things has always been incredible. Always finding men who are willing to break rules for you.
That's why the department head is in a precarious position now, too. This is really serious. His wife found out about us yesterday after the wedding. Someone told her they saw us together. I genuinely wanted to protect you from Lily. I wanted you to notice my feelings, to see me as a woman, not just your stepsister. Is that so wrong?
I've known about your feelings since you were in middle school. I've always known.
What? Then why? Why didn't you say anything? Why did you let me suffer all these years?
I told you back then. I said I can only see you as family. I was direct with you when you first started showing inappropriate interest in me. I specifically said, Megan, I only see you as my sister. I told you again when you tried to kiss me on my 16th birthday, and again when you followed me to the same college. When someone approaches you with romantic intentions, you notice whether you want to or not. But nothing would ever change the fact that it's impossible. I didn't want to upset Mom and Dad, so eventually I pretended not to notice. I thought, if I acted like I didn't see it, you'd eventually forget about it, that you'd move on and find someone else. But you never did.
Was my love really that much of a burden to you? Was I just an annoying little sister to you all these years? When I thought we were growing closer, were you just tolerating me? All those moments I treasured, were they nothing to you?
Yes, it was. That's why I moved out as soon as I could. That's why I took summer classes instead of coming home for breaks, because I'd inevitably run into you living there. I had no choice but to invite you to the wedding, but I regret it now. I genuinely despise you, not just for what you did at the wedding, but for years of making me uncomfortable in my own home.
That's not fair! After everything I've done for you, I loved you more than anyone else ever could. I would have given you everything!
Not my problem. Stop living in your fantasy world and face reality. It's useless to ask me for help. Like I said before, Lily is the most important person to me. I'm going to tell Mom and Dad the truth. All of it.
The truth? What do you mean by that, Tyler? They'll misunderstand.
How you'd come into my bed, no matter how much I objected, and touch me inappropriately. How you secretly stole my personal belongings and collected them. I found that box under your bed with my shirts, underwear, even photos of me sleeping. It made me feel absolutely disgusted. I was afraid of being close to anyone for years. But I was afraid that if I said anything, Dad and Mom might separate or even divorce. I didn't want to hurt Dad after everything he'd done for me, so I kept quiet. But I realized that hiding it is pointless, and now it will only hurt everyone more. It's probably too late, but still, trauma isn't something you can easily overcome.
I never looked at it that way.
Exactly. You make me sick. The very thought of you makes my skin crawl. I spent years in therapy because of you.
I'm so sorry. I really thought you were happy about it. I thought you were just shy. You were playing hard to get. I never thought I was hurting you. Please, Tyler, give me a chance to make it right.
I'm blocking you now. Even these text exchanges make me feel ill. Don't try to contact me or Lily ever again.
Oh, wait! Please give me a chance to apologize properly! Tyler, please!
Seriously, Megan, enough already.
Lily? You've been there the whole time, haven't you?
Yes, I've been monitoring in case something happened. Tyler doesn't want to see you anymore, so please give up. He's very upset right now. I've never seen him cry like this before.
So you knew everything from the beginning about how I felt about Tyler.
That Tyler was physically repulsed by you? Yes, I knew. He told me early in our relationship. He wanted me to understand why family gatherings made him anxious. That's why I was determined never to lose to you. I promised Tyler I would always support him, especially when it came to dealing with you. About the project theft, I had a camera installed on my desk that recorded everything. I started documenting everything once I realized what you were trying to do.
A camera? That's illegal! You can't record people without their knowledge. I'll sue you.
You've always had a habit of stealing things, haven't you? Things kept disappearing from my desk after you joined the department, so I set it up. The company security team approved it, by the way. As for the department head who helped you, he'll probably be demoted too. Or maybe forced to resign. His wife was at the HR office this morning. Either way, you've lost your place here. Your parents are also planning to change how they treat you. They're talking about making you move out.
All right, I admit I was wrong. But now I know Tyler's true feelings. I really have nothing left. My career is ruined. My family hates me and the man I love despises me. Please, don't push me any further. I'll transfer to another department. I'll move out of my parents' house. I'll never bother you or Tyler again.
I see. So you're actually sorry. Now that you've lost everything, suddenly you're apologetic? But I have absolutely no intention of forgiving you. Some things can't be fixed with an apology.
Why not? I'm genuinely remorseful. I'll do anything to make it right. What more do you want from me?
Of course it doesn't. You hurt someone I care about deeply. You ruined our special day. You spent years making him feel unsafe in his own home. I'm still absolutely furious. I cannot forgive you from the bottom of my heart. Actions have consequences, Megan, and yours were particularly cruel.
I truly am sorry. I understand the gravity of what I've done now. I never saw it from Tyler's perspective before. I was so caught up in my own feelings. Please, isn't there anything I can do?
It's too late. Whether you understand or not doesn't matter to me. The damage is done. I'll see you at work, for however long you still have a job there.
I talked with Mom and Dad. They both looked so sorry. Mom couldn't stop crying. They said they should have noticed. They should have protected me better. But I'm the one who kept quiet and caused everyone trouble. If I had spoken up sooner, maybe things wouldn't have gotten this bad. And Lily, I'm so sorry about our wedding. We waited so long for that day. And it was ruined.
The only one to blame is her. Not you, Tyler. Not your parents. With family problems, once you start enduring something, it's hard to know where to draw the line, especially when you think you're doing it for someone else's sake. You were trying to protect your parents' marriage. That shows what a kind person you are. I knew what was happening but couldn't stop it either. I'm sorry. I should have reported her workplace harassment sooner.
Don't say that. Please, don't apologize. Lily, you've saved me so many times. I used to be uncomfortable around women, but you were the exception. You always gave me space when I needed it. You never pushed me to do things I wasn't ready for. You always care about me and support me. Meeting you helped me realize what a healthy relationship should feel like. Thank you, truly. Meeting you is what helped me finally overcome all of this. You showed me what real love is supposed to be.
I'm always supported by your kindness too. You're the most thoughtful person I know. Let's continue to be there for each other as family. By the way, I spoke with the venue. They're willing to host a small reception for us next month. We can have the celebration we deserved.
That sounds perfect. I love you so much.
I love you too. Afterward, the company president, who had questioned Megan's treatment of me since the wedding incident, conducted an internal investigation and discovered that the department head had been covering up Megan's misconduct. It also came to light that Megan had been having an affair with the department head, knowing he was married, using him for her benefit. His wife sued Megan for damages. The company took the matter seriously, and both the department head and Megan were fired. Megan was then sent by her parents to work and live at a relative's workplace, where she now spends her days working in an uncomfortable environment away from home. Meanwhile, Tyler and I officially registered our marriage and are living peacefully. After all the struggles we've been through, we're looking forward to enjoying our life together.